Hello and welcome to this week's video, and for the first time in a while, good evening. Unusual time of day for me to be out. I'm normally an early bird, like to go out in the mornings, but finished work today, thought I'd get out, get a bit of fresh air and maybe catch a sunset. So because I don't finish work until quite late, I've not been able to travel too far, so I've come down to local favourite spot of mine, down to Kilve Beach. Those of you that are regulars to my channel will have seen this location a few times, but this evening I've come down for potentially a sunset. At the moment that's not looking too promising, but we are about an hour and a half away from sunset, so I'm going to utilise that time and just pick out some other compositions here using these rock formations down here at Kilve. Okay, let's walk out across this beach. It's nice low tide, so let's walk out across and see what we can see. Okay, so on this trip, this occasion, I've walked down onto the beach from the Kilve car park, and normally I sort of walk straight on or bear just right slightly, and there's some nice areas down there, but this evening I've gone the other way. I've gone left, back towards Minehead, and another beach further along that I go to, which is East Quantock's Head. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I definitely prefer the other end of the beach. It's definitely got a lot more to offer, but there is some sort of rock formation here that's sticking up quite high right in front of me. As this tide comes in and comes around it, that may provide an interesting shot, so I'm just making my way out towards that. Cannot believe down here on this beach tonight, and it's the 30th of May. You would expect it to be getting a bit warmer, but this evening it is absolutely freezing. This sea air coming, the breeze coming off of this sea is absolutely freezing. Right, so I can't actually remember coming down to this part of the beach before, certainly not for a long time, and there's really some quite rugged rocks sticking up here, far more than the other end of the beach. I've got to be a little bit cautious, as I've always say here, because the tide can come around behind you and cut you off, but I'd like to try and stay here. I'm just setting up a composition now, looking out through. We've got these jagged rugged rocks here and this side as well. Little bit of a gap there with that bright bit of sky at the background there, with a few rays coming through. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let this tide come in, give it 10 minutes or so, let this tide come in just a little bit more, see if it will just come up around the back of these rocks a little bit. It's just coming into this gap here, and see if we can get a couple of shots here. Okay, right, let's keep an eye on it and get a couple of shots. Oh my, I'd say about a sunset, but obviously we're nowhere near sunset, but that sky is just so incredibly moody. Look at that, just the storm, just the mood in that sky is incredible. Right, I think I need to put a 6-stop on just to get a bit of movement in this water, and it's coming in quite quick, so I need to move. I need to go. So I don't know if you can hear me. The wind is quite bad. what I've done is I've come up high onto these rocks. I just try and take some shots quick because this tide is going to come round behind me in a sec. But this here, I think is probably some of the stormiest shots, nicest shots I've got from Kilv. We've got this really rugged rocks here. This rock here just bringing us round in. I've got it in the bottom left hand corner, just bringing us in round. And then we've got what is actually North Hill over there, just behind Minehead, right on the horizon. And then this sunlight over here on the right hand side. I've put a 6-stop filter on, so I've got the shutter speed down at the moment. For the waves I was shooting at 1 second, 1 second at f14, just to get a little bit of movement with these waves just crashing, splashing up over this side of this rock here. And then for the actual rock itself, I've gone back to f11 and shooting at 2 seconds just to get a little bit more detail in these rocks, and also the slightly faster speed again for that sky to bring that detail out of the sky. So all in all, in the camera, that is looking like a nice shot. So hopefully it will look so good when it comes together. If it does, here it is. Because I don't know if you can see in the camera here, but you've got some real nice yellow in this rock here, and every now and again the light just breaks through onto it. So I've literally got, I reckon, about 3 minutes and I need to get off of here. So I get this shot and then I'm moving. Who needs a sunset when you've got moody conditions like this? There still might be a chance of a sunset yet. We've got those rays coming in through over there, this on the horizon here, and then these stormy waves coming in on Kilv Beach. I don't think, never seen Kilv Beach looking so moody. So this cloud here seems to be this cloud here seems to be pushing that way and is breaking now, which not sure on how that's going to affect it as time goes on. I grabbed a few shots just now, had some incredible, really nice bright yellow rays coming through behind these rocks. Like I say, apologies if you can't hear me very well because the wind really is just blowing straight at me. Okay, I think I'm struggling here a bit now because this tide is coming in. I can't go in behind these here because the tide is coming in behind there, and more concerning is the way it's coming in here behind me. So I need to just retreat slightly and then get ready to see if that sky is going to get any better and try and find myself another composition. Okay, let's move. Okay, so apologies, that was a little bit of a manic, I don't know what it was, sort of half an hour or so there. Conditions changing, tides changing, everything changing so fast, so it was a case of dealing with it as quickly as I can. But yeah, got a few nice shots there. Some I've talked you through, others, if there's any nice ones, I'll put them all in a gallery at the end. So just drop back for a bit of a breather and just see what this light does. Okay, in a few moments that cloud is going to move around and the sun is just going to appear in like open skies, so it's going to get really harsh in a minute. So those moody skies really have actually been the best for me. Let me just show you in the camera this composition I'm trying to grab before the sun breaks through too brightly. Just got that rock there. I've dropped back and I'm just using some of these rocks here as a foreground. I've got that main rock sticking out there, sticking out of the waves, and then we've now got that that sky breaking behind. Okay, let's get this shot. I've now shooting, just to give you an idea, now shooting f11. For the rock itself, I'm shooting at 1 second, and then I'm dropping the exposure down to 2/5 of a second to just darken that background down a little bit. Okay, that's another shot, which is turning out to be quite a nice evening of photography. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, like I say, this end of Kilve Beach, I didn't like it. Apart from that area I was then, it's not quite as, the formations and everything aren't quite as good as down the other end where you come in. So I've got about 20 minutes or so before sunset, so I'm gonna make my way back to the other end of the beach where I came in and see if I can find a composition back there. Like I say, not sure what the sun's going to do anyway. The sun is breaking now, but so's the cloud, so we may get a bit of light, we may not. We'll wait and see. Okay, just had to grab a shot. It's sort of gone a little bit now. It was this rock here in this pool, this collection pool, this rock pool. It's just catching on. Let me show you in the camera the image where the sun was just picking up on that extreme edge there and just give me a leading line, like a snaking leading line going around there. It was just catching right on that extreme edge, and was just caught my eye. So it's one of those shots. Just had to grab it as I was walking past. So, right, let's move on. Get to the other end of this beach. Okay, so I've set my composition. Yeah, it's not great, but I've had to rush back here and now that sun is just disappearing, and basically time has run out. What I've done is I've got this bit of a V here in the rock with a pool there in behind it that's just visible in the back of the camera. Let me just get it up for you. Oh, you twat. 6-stop ND filter. Put it in my back pocket in the case. Forgot it was in there. Sat down on a rock. Smashed it. That's put a bit of a downer on tonight, but there you go. Okay, there it is in the back of the camera with the this pool here in the bottom. It may be okay. Like I say, it depends on what's going to happen with this sky. Okay, that sky was just starting to really go a bit mad, but it seems to have just calmed a little bit again now. But we'll just wait, just see if there's a bit of afterglow. Okay, so that sky really started to go, but then it's just died again now. I think the cloud is not really high enough. It's quite low, stormy cloud, and it's not really high enough to pick up the sun as it's disappearing behind the horizon. But even so, it's still provided a couple of nice shots. Okay, I think it could be time to call it a day. So I just want to take the opportunity to thank you again for watching. We're a 6-stop ND filter down tonight, but it has provided some nice shots. Certainly those early shots on that rock over there. That was I quite like those. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this evening, and thanks again for watching. If you have, please hit that subscription button and the notification bell to keep up with the latest content. Give the video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated, and drop me a comment down below. So, on a cold, blustery evening down here on Kilf Beach, I'm going to call it a night. Until next time, take it easy.